Hello, my dear students, IGCSE students. Today I'm discussing a very nice topic, writing topic. It's persuasive writing. Why is it nice? Yeah, because persuasion is something important in our life. To persuade means to convince, to attract, to urge, to motivate, to push somebody to do something, of course, gently. Persuasion is a kind of communication that tries to convince people to believe or to do something. There are some features you should keep in mind when you are writing persuasively. Think of what's called the forest technique. The forest technique is a style, is a technique. We use it in persuasive writing, which includes the main the main ideas which we need, the main style which we need in writing persuasively. For example, if we talk about the forest D for direct address, when you are writing persuasively, you have to say you, my son, you, my daughter, and then you can say you for even for the head teacher, asking him to do something for you. Uh, and then the other letters, which are DAFOREST, express how this technique is important. Now, let's concentrate on the layout which we have to follow in writing persuasively. In the introduction, when you are thinking of writing persuasively, you should think about what to be written in the introduction. And it's preferable to start with rhetorical question, general statement. You introduce the topic generally, and my opinion, of course, your opinion. Then you start the main body, starting with the first paragraph, paragraph one. You give reason one why you support or you don't support this topic. Paragraph two, it's reason two, either for supporting or not supporting the idea. Even if you have these two, you should follow them using the opposite side, which is in paragraph three, the opposite, what other people say. You know, when you say there are some people who might believe and might to dwarf, to make their ideas and their thought very, very tiny, to dwarf what they are thinking about. Uh, who might believe, of course, they have different belief of what you are thinking of, but you attack them, take care, you attack them politely to prove that you are a writer, or you can say more correct, or you can say that you are the only one who should be believed. And then you finish your writing with summing up and call to action. When we come to call to action, don't worry, it's an easy idea. If it, for example, if you are writing about mobile phones and saying that mobile phones are important, you come to the conclusion or call to action saying that why don't you buy another mobile and enjoy its facilities now? It's time you bought something like this. It's time you enjoyed. So it's a kind of invitation, kind of pushing people or encouraging people to do something at once. Now, in the persuasive writing, when you are writing persuasively, as you can see, plus the forest technique, you use adding conjunctions. Of course, adding conjunctions are used here and there in article and others. you know, moreover, furthermore, besides, in addition, and then you use a contrast conjunctions like although, though, even though, despite, in spite of, so on. Don't forget the sentence variety when you are writing. When you are writing, you should think about sentence variety using compound sentences, complex sentences, compound complex sentences, and don't forget the sentence openers, the sentence starters, to not to use one way saying he, or she, and she. No, you should vary from a sentence to the other. You have to vary your starters. Very, very important. Now, the most important thing in the da forest technique is the letter E, da forest. The letter E expresses emotive language. If you are writing persuasively without caring, taking care of what is emotive language, your writing is nothing. How can you differentiate persuasive writing from argumentative writing from others? Through the emotive language you are using. For example, when you talk to your head teacher, addressing your head teacher because the school canteen, for example, was not good, to tell him, don't you know, for example, that Peter was about to die last week because of what happened in the school canteen? Do you know that the workers do not care about us and what they are doing? We are your sons and daughters. Don't leave us. This type of language is very, very important. Rhetorical question, rhetorical question, and emotive language. You stress the heart of the person. In the persuasive writing, you are not addressing the mind. You are addressing the heart. When you are addressing the heart, you should use emotive language. As you can see, a kind of explanation for the forest, direct address, alteration, facts, opinions, rhetorical questions, emotive language, statistics, rule of three. Rule of three, you know, it's a kind of, as you can see, you need to stop, look, and listen before crossing the road. You know, this technique is very important. And there is a sample here about bicycles and the usage of how we use the bicycles as a kind of transportation. Now, let's read the introduction. Bicycles have been with us for a long time, and they are popular mode of transportation around the world. There has been a burst of interest in bicycles in recent years, and many cities become bicycle friendly. Our cities should be the same. I strongly believe that more people in our city should use bicycles to get from one place to another. As you see, general general introduction or general statement, and the most important is what you believe. I strongly believe that more people in our city should use bicycles to get from one place to another. Now, when you finish this, you think of the main body, and I just need to remind you of the what we call a key sentence, a main sentence, a topic sentence. Because if you see sentence, topic sentence is correct, the whole paragraph will be perfect. First, bicycles are powered by the rider's muscles so that they don't use air pollution. They don't cause air pollution. The second idea. Second, bicycling is extremely good exercise. And then the opposite side. However, some people might argue that bicycles are impractical for carrying. packages and other laws. You don't leave them, but you attack them politely. And finally, you come to your good conclusion, uh, a kind of summing up and call to actions. You say, as you can see, bicycling yields benefits to riders' health and environment. So greater dependence on them in our city only makes sense. However, our city won't become a more bicycle-friendly place until the streets are filled with cyclists. And then you come to what we call what we call call to action. I urge you to get on your bicycle today in order to be seen and to encourage others to do the same. I think that in this way we could introduce what is persuasive writing, and we and I gave an example. I hope that uh, reading this again and again will come to a good conclusion, will help you to understand that type of writing. Because if you are selecting your English language from any British board, either Oxford, Cambridge, or Pearson in Excel, you need such type of writing. You need to do this in your life. You need to know that when you are writing persuasively, the matter is a matter that you are not, you are biased. You should be unbalanced, biased, you should be uh, not of two areas or two direction argument. You are with one-sided argument. Bias. End of our session today. Thank you.